Hello everyone, a very warm welcome to my channel. In this video, we will solve Fourier transform of the following signals, that is Gaussian signal given by e to the power minus at square and Gaussian modulated signal given by e to the power. That means my Gaussian signal is getting modulated by a cosine signal, that is e to the power minus at square into cos omega ct. Now we will solve the Fourier transform of Gaussian signal. So part A first, that is x of t is given by e to the power minus at square. Now using Fourier transform definition, we know that x of omega is nothing but equal to Fourier transform of what? E to the power minus at square, that is given by minus infinity to infinity, whatever here it is, we have to write it down, that is e to the power minus at square into e to the power minus j omega t into dt. So this is my Fourier transform operator. Now clubbing these two terms, what we will get here is if this is nothing but e to the power minus taken common at square plus j omega t. Now taking e to the power minus omega square by 4a common from this, we will get this thing as e to the power minus under root of a into t plus j omega by, here it is 2 under root of a whole square. So yes, so now substituting the value of this term as p, we will get into dt, here it is. So this put p is equal to under root of a into t plus j omega by 2a. Now taking derivative on both sides, we get dp is equal to, this term has t but this is completely independent of t, so this becomes 0 here. So this is under root of a into dt. So now substituting these values, we get, that is x of omega is equal to, we have taken, wait a minute, we have taken under e to the power minus omega square by 4a common from that term, and here it is infinity. So we have substituted the value whole term as p, so minus p square here, and dp is nothing but, dt is nothing but dp by under root of a. We know this under root of a is a constant, so this can be brought out, e to the power minus omega square by 4a upon a square, and this is minus infinity to infinity e to the power minus p square into dp. So we know how my Gaussian signal looks. Sorry, it's not clear. So my Gaussian signal looks like this. This is not proper, but it somehow looks like this from infinity to minus infinity to infinity. So taking integration from minus infinity to infinity means we are taking area under this curve, and we know that area under a Gaussian signal is given by under root of e to the power under root of pi. So this is dp is equal to under root of pi. So using this result and substituting in this value, we get x of omega, that is equal to Fourier transform of a Gaussian signal at square is nothing but equal to e to the power minus omega square by 4a upon under root of a into under root of pi. So this term can be written as under root of pi by a into e to the power minus omega square by 4a. So we got the Fourier transform of a Gaussian signal. Okay, so this thing is nothing but e to the power minus Fourier transform of this is under root pi by a e to the power minus omega square by 4a. So this is how we solve our Gaussian signal Fourier transform. Now we have to find the modulated Gaussian signal, that is Gaussian modulated signal given by x of t is equal to e to the power minus at square into cos of omega ct, and we know omega cos omega ct can be written as j omega ct e to the power j omega ct plus e to the power minus j omega ct by 2. So substituting here this and applying the Fourier transform, we know this is e to the power minus at square into cos omega ct, and substituting the value of cos omega ct, we can bring this half as a constant that we can take it outside, and this is e to the power minus at into e to the power j omega ct plus e to the power minus j omega ct. Now applying the Fourier transform to and opening this bracket and applying Fourier transform to each of these terms, that is half of Fourier transform of e to the power minus 80 into e to the power j omega ct plus Fourier transform of e to the power minus at square, and this is e to the power minus j omega ct. So we have now we know using time shifting property, frequency shifting property, when my signal in frequency domain gets shifted by omega naught, then in time domain my signal gets multiplied with e to the power minus j omega naught t. So this can be written as e to the power minus j omega naught t into x of t. Fourier transform of this is nothing but equal to x of omega plus omega naught. So this is my frequency shifting property. So using this property we can write, because these signals are also getting multiplied with j omega ct and minus j omega ct. So my time signal, that is e to the power minus at square, is getting multiplied. So this is looking like this. So my frequency domain will also get shifted by j omega ct. So now we can write this as Fourier transform. We will find out of each of this function, each of these terms. So e to the power minus at square e to the power j omega ct can be written as Fourier transform of only e to the power at square at omega equals to omega minus omega c, and Fourier transform of e to the power minus at square e to the power minus j omega ct can be written as Fourier transform of e to the power minus at square at omega equals to omega plus omega c. Now we have calculated the Fourier transform of a Gaussian signal. So just substituting these values, we will get, therefore x of omega can be written as half. So for this can be written as under root of pi by a e to the, it was Fourier transform of Gaussian signal was under root of pi by a into e to the power minus omega square by 4 pi. Now omega is getting shifted by omega plus omega c and omega minus omega c for these two terms. So we have to write wherever there is omega, it is omega minus omega c square by 4 pi plus under root of pi by a e to the power minus omega plus omega c whole square by 4a. So this is how we calculate the Gaussian modulated signal, Fourier transform of Gaussian modulated signal. And I hope you have understood how to find out the Fourier transform of a Gaussian signal and Gaussian modulated signal. And I hope you have enjoyed my lecture, and thank you.